I low-key understand when get their money together and just start chasing hoes. Because having a girlfriend is in this day and era. It's especially hard for a dude working a 9 to 5 because if you ain't selling drugs or doing no scamming or got no illegal way to be making thousands of dollars a day, it's gonna treat you like peons. Even the women that actually manage to get a dude that go to work and bring his ass home, even them ain't satisfied. Like, come on now. I'm looking up complaining about they playing a game. You mad about this playing a game? In a world where don't never want to be at home, you got a who is in the house. You know where he at, and you mad because he's on the game. Like, your life that boring? You don't got no hobbies, nothing you could do to occupy your time for a little while that on the game. So you gonna make him feel bad about being on the game because you don't have to do. You know what you could do instead of making that miserable and making him not want to be in the house with you? Take some interest in what he doing. Why don't you try to play the game with him if you feel that type of way about that on the game? Because you know what that nerd could be doing instead of sitting in the house on that game at home with you? That could be at Comic-Con. That nigga could be at a bar. That nigga could be somewhere around who like the that he like, having conversations with like-minded motherfuckers. Yet he's sitting in the house letting you make him fucking miserable and feel bad about being on the game. It's just crazy to me. Because basically y'all saying y'all want a nigga to take y'all out on trips, pay all the bills while you don't got to goddamn work. Also not play the game and sit up and look at your boring ass all motherfucking day. Like, what the fuck else?
They don't listen. Let me tell you one thing about women is that it doesn't really matter what he does. I think that that's the biggest takeaway from this is that it doesn't matter what a guy does, whether he plays the game or he takes her on an infinite amount of trips or he's Superman in a cape. There's always going to be another level, which means that there's always going to be more complaints. And so, one of the things that I hear women say now today is, well, if he makes a decent amount of money or he makes as much as her, like I heard one woman on the internet saying that she made $93,000 a year and her man made 73. Well, and then he proposed to her, but she didn't accept it. But then if you actually looked at that, it's like, wait a minute. Let's see, 3, 6, 7, that's $166,000 a year. What more do y'all want? $166,000 a year together combined. And y'all not even at y'all final form, which means that y'all probably gonna make way more later on in y'all careers or throughout your careers. And you're sitting there complaining, and it's like, wait a minute, is it because your money is your money, or is it because you want to be able to live off of him, even though he was the person that was taking care of all of the bills already? And it's like, what more do you want? And I don't know if it's social media that's messed up the game. I don't know if it's just this, every woman is lying and pretending and acting like they really out here with all of these options of all of these guys that are making an egregious amount of money when the census, right? The statistics, when I actually look at the average of what everybody is making, especially a certain demographic of people, it don't line up with what y'all talking about. I can look it up right now and it'll probably tell me that the average household combined across the board, not even considering your race, age, demographic, or anything like that, the average household income together combined is probably 70 something thousand dollars a year. So then that's everybody inside of the house. So when you think about that, right, and you put that in perspective, because it's like people have the wrong impression, they have the wrong idea of what success or a successful family looks like. A successful group of people looks like working together so that you guys can build up something together, because two is better than one when y'all working together, but neither one of them is going to survive or thrive if one of them are cantankerous, problematic, have issues, always complaining. You'll never be able to get anywhere if you have that type of person that's on your team, man or woman. So, for all of these women, because I don't see guys complaining about good women that's kicking it with them and staying home and is not in the streets. That is never a thing. But I always see women sitting there complaining about what their man is not doing, what expectation that she has for him. I talk to women on panels and they say, yeah, I can improve him and get him to the next level. He don't need you to improve him. You regular. You don't like to hear that part. You're a regular everyday chick. You're not a baddie. You're not a fairy. You're not awesome. There are a small, and when I say small, there is a minuscule. I travel the whole country. I travel the world. I travel all across the United States of America, and I see every single person that's outside, and I'm paying attention, and I'm outside on a regular basis, both in my city and out of town. And I will tell you that I don't see, and I'm talking about in Miami, Los Angeles, wherever it is that you want to go, I don't see a whole lot of people that are exceptional. Most people, 98% of us are regular, everyday people. So, where are y'all getting these outsized expectations for who is supposed to be coming into your life? And not only that, not only do they got to make $1 trillion a year, right? Not only do you got to be running up Jeff Bezos money, but on top of that, you still got to be active. So you got to be treating her and taking her and stuff. And then what? Because think about it. The only reason that guys introduced into the conversation, well, what do you bring to the table? They did that because women stopped acting like they was on the team. They start acting like they were supposed to be catered to and baddies and all of this other type of stuff, like they was on some kind of sitcom, like they on a reality TV show. So then when they stopped working together and they started working against the person, well, the person naturally then says, well, what is it that you doing for me if I'm doing all of this? That's where the conversation came from. So when you see women popping a balloon when a guy asks that question, it's because when women talk, they say they outsized expectations of what they want from men, and they're not talking logically about how it is that they can come together with a person so that you guys can have a phenomenal relationship. And you don't even have to necessarily be building anything. You just have to be coming together and working together. That's it. In order to make sure that y'all live an okay, decent lifestyle and have decent children that's not out here messing up the community and tearing everything up. It's not an unreasonable ask. Okay, so now you want more. All right, so what does that mean? That means that for women in particular, right? That would mean that now you want Tupac in a suit. You want the dude that's going to take over the world and all of this other type of stuff. And it's like, wait a minute. First of all, you're a regular chick. And secondly, you do know that that comes with a different type of lifestyle. No, he got to be taking over the world and shutting up and being home at night and doing all of this stuff. It's like, wait a minute. You got a good guy that he go to work, he take care of business, he probably works hard, and so every other day he may jump on a game for a couple hours or two. And one thing, the only thing that I disagreed with her about is that she said taking interest in what he know, because he don't even necessarily need you to go and participate in what he doing. He just needs you to understand so that you can have some peace, so that you can have a peaceable spirit, so that he can actually be able to be okay and not be crashing out because you all over him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to figure out why he playing a video game for the house that he paid for. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really more about understanding what you want. Do you want a dude that is out in the streets, out there making it happen all the time, and because you ain't gonna see him. You're not gonna see him that often, or or do you want a guy that you know what time he gonna be home, and every day he gonna be loving your dirty, regular ass draws because you a regular chick, just like all the rest of us regular people inside of the United States of America. What do you want? Always like to link back to the content creator. I think she cooked. Always like to link back to the content creator. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think about what she had to say.